Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke.
Jet, do you know that there are 3 things that I particularly hate?
Really?
Kids, animals, and women with attitudes. So tell me, Jet, why do we have all 3 of them neatly gathered in our ship? What's cooking?
Special bell peppers and beef.
Okay, guys, let's do this thing. Should just have to zoom in here a bit. All right, we are recording here. Zoom on in. So we're good there. Let's head out to the spot. It's a good way to film it, right? I need to get a close-up shot of this guy. Okay, so today, well, I'll do the introduction once I get all this stuff going. So we've got our GoPro here. Three on. And we got the GoPro recording. It's on. Got the audio here. Put it here. Are you green? Okay. Okay, so we should be recording. Ooh, that seat's kind of hot. Welcome to, what do we got here today? Doing something kind of fun, kind of different. As you can see, we've got ourselves a brand new copy, early bird copy. The actual pre-order is just starting now for this book, Traffic Secrets by our good friend Russell Brunson.
Now, this book, like I said, has over 20 different secrets about how to get more traffic to your websites and your funnels, and I want to give you a copy of this book for free.
And I thought what I'd do today is, mix it up a bit. I'm going to double check my audio is going here just fine. Hello? Okay, we're good. All right, so Russell's written a series of books. I really feel like this is messed up. There, stay right there. This is the third in his series of books. He's got .com secrets. I've got them all in there. Actually, I should have brought them out. He's got expert secrets and this one, which is coming out soon, which I'll have a link on the screen or something where you can check it out. This is his third book, and I have to say, Out of all of them so far, so the expert secrets, this isn't even staying here. Come on now, got one job. All right. We got expert secrets, we got .com secrets, both very good. .com's a good overview of how funnels work. It's more of like a, honestly, a content marketing piece to sell ClickFunnels, which is totally fine. It's like some of the best marketing you can do. Please stay right there, GoPro. Expert Secrets had a lot of really unique insights as well into how to build your online platform and position yourself, obviously, as an expert. This one, Traffic Secrets, is all about, well, I think the name put it pretty well. It's all about the secrets of traffic. Now, I'll be honest, I am an affiliate, and if you click on the link, I will get a commission. Just nature of the beast. Not really. These books are totally worth recommending. In fact, I rarely do affiliate promotions for anything that that I don't use myself. So, what I thought I'd do today, oh my gosh, this little, so my goal is to stream both the fun outside view like this, but also over the shoulder, literally with this GoPro. If it will stay, we'll be able to, you'll see what I can see on my end. But today I'm going to walk you through some of my favorite sections of the book and hopefully entice you to pick up your copy. It's really a no-brainer. I think it's just like a shipping and handling fee kind of book. And if you're a marketer, you've probably seen these kind of funnels. But in all honesty, the book itself is worth picking up just on its own. If you pre-order it, I think it is a much better price right now. So I'm going to walk you through some of the stuff that I found really useful, give you kind of a preview. I'm actually not sure if I'm supposed to do this. They sent me this copy kind of as a review copy. But, some of the best ways to get an idea of what's in here is to look at it together. So the whole concept here, it's really broken down into 3 sections, as you can see. Obviously, I don't know how well it'll show up on this camera, but it goes from the 3 processes in like making a movie. They don't use this analogy, but I'll use it because it's pretty easy to understand. But you do the pre-production, right? So this is section 1, where in the movie industry, you'll be putting together ideas for the scripts, identify the cast, all the things that go into the pre-development of the content. The second is the production, right? So fill the funnel. It's when you're going out, you're shooting the film, all that good stuff. But he walks through really specific tactical items as related to paid ads versus organic ads, Instagram, Facebook, Google, the main platforms, right? And I really like this section here after the slap and the snaps, 253. It's kind of a big headache a lot of people run into, where they're, just getting started, and before they know it, their account gets beat up. So they go into, wait, no, that must not be in this section. There's a section here where he talks about getting if your account gets shut down, because Facebook and Google are just silly sometimes when it comes to ads. And the one thing I did forget is my water, but I'll grab it if I need it. So that's the production model. It's like what specific ads to set up, what copy to use, things like that. And then the last section is kind of the post-production in the movie analogy here, where it's talking about different our distribution. So different platforms to go out to get your movie out. So this book, it's in it on its own. Let's see, we're at almost 300 pages. Very solid from a content standpoint. I think that's the first thing. Like I'll be honest, there's a lot of books I don't like simply because it's just like, as important as story is, unless it's an entertainment-based content, you have to balance it. You can't have too much story in the book itself, or else there's not enough room for practical, tactical stuff. And that's what they've done really well in this book, is balance that. So they tie in, and I'm going to grab my water, but audio should still record. But yeah, this is a good balance of tactical to like tactical as far as like actionable information versus just like kind of what we'll call fluff to keep you engaged. I think fluff to keep you engaged, if it is done well, is great, but a lot of books don't do it that well. So we're going to do kind of a story time edition of the book. I definitely recommend picking up a copy while I think it's like under 20, it may be even like $10 right now in pre-order. So you'll see a link, sean.co/traffic, where you can pick up a copy. I'm planning on putting together a bonus for this book. I'm not entirely sure what it is just yet. They're going to be launching this in, I think, May. So I'll have it all put together by then. But if you do pick it up, do me a favor, email traffic@sean.co, and I'll get you on that list to get the bonus. We'll do something pretty cool as far, from a copywriting perspective. But we are going to start with, let's see here. I'll just read the back to get it started. Then we're going to look at 4 different sections that I found crazy useful. Probably violating the terms of the affiliate stuff, by reading it, but I won't read it all. We'll just do some of the goodies. So here is the back of the book, which hopefully should entice us to read the rest, right? That's the goal of the back of the book. Traffic Secrets, the underground playbook to filling your website and funnels with your dream customers. Oh, and by the way, side note, I was supposed to get this tooth replaced, this month, but with the whole Corona deal, my dentist said we're pushing it back. So yeah, guess I get to hang out with my tooth out. So mind the list. There's going to be a little bit of it while we're reading here. I have a list with the retainer or without it, so it's fine. All right. The underground playbook to filling your website and funnels with your dream customers. I think that is the key point here. Build it in there, they will come. Only works for certain kind of websites these days, and it is not most business or marketing websites. They don't just show up. All right. So the biggest problem most entrepreneurs have isn't creating an amazing product or service. True. Most are decent at that. It's getting their future customers to discover that they even exist. Every year, tens of thousands of businesses start and fail because the entrepreneurs don't understand this one essential skill: the art and science of getting traffic. Sounds like a familiar argument that I've made for copy, but I think they're both valid arguments. Traffic is super important. Okay. And that is a tragedy, Russell says. It's quite a tragedy when people can't get their message read because no one's actually visiting. All right. Traffic Secrets was written to help you get your message out to the world about your products and services. I strongly believe that entrepreneurs are the only people on earth who can actually change the world. It won't happen in government, and I don't think it will happen in schools. I like this argument. It's kind of some value-based selling. We'll break down some of the, since this is just basically a pitch for the book, like a mini sales page. We'll talk a little bit about some of the copy stuff they're doing here. I like that they're taking a value-based stance here with, empowering entrepreneurs. They're patting the entrepreneurs on the back, which, never hurts to fan the flames, as you might say, of your audience. So I like that. All right. So it'll happen because entrepreneurs like you, who are crazy enough to build products and services that will actually change the world, it happens because, okay, we get it. It's this nice little pitch about how we're all going to change the world, right? But here is the deal. Understanding exactly who your dream customer is, discovering where they are congregating, and throwing out hooks that will grab their attention to pull them into your funnels is the strategy. And we've got airplanes going by, but whatever. So that's the big secret, they say. Right in the back, they're giving you the big secret. I do like this concept of the dream customer. It's been used a few times in other, marketing programs, but it's a very, very strong approach to actually starting the process of putting traffic systems together. So, going where the people are instead of trying to get them to come to you all the time is pretty important. Traffic is just people. I like this concept. This book will help you find your people so you can focus on changing their world with the products and services you sell. So pretty strong argument there. The touched on the dream customer there. I like this idea. It is a very good step that a lot of people skip, of going in and identifying exactly who you're selling to first. So we're going to talk, I think I have marked here too, we're going to look at 4 different sections, but I like this, just the title here, work your way in, buy your way out, or work your way in, buy your way in, talking about organic versus paid traffic. We're going to take a look at, because I'm not going to touch on a hook, story, offer, and attractive character, even though that's super useful. That's a really good exercise they have in there, but I feel like that's giving away a little too much of the secret sauce in here that they're talking about. So you have to pick up the book if you want to get all that goodies. I like this concept of traffic you own, so we'll read into that a bit. And then also buying your way in. I like this idea of diving into the paid ads segment here. And then we'll also talk about conversion domination. I just like anytime anybody uses the word domination in a headline. So, all right, so let's start here. Let's make sure there's nothing else I want to. Yeah, as you go through the book, what's really nice is they have some serious exercises. I think that's super important for any kind of guidebook, because that's really what this is like a start to finish overview of traffic. It's not necessarily like how do I want to put this? It's not a collection of very specific tactics. There are a lot of specific tactics in here, but some books, they go overboard, and it's just literally 35 chapters of really specific execution-based stuff without giving you any context. And then some books go the other direction, which they go too heavy on the context stuff, where they're just explaining everything without actually giving you any tactical. So they've done a really good job of balancing that. So let's get started. Let's do some reading. Again, check out the link, sean.co/traffic, pick up your copy, forward me the receipt. All right. So this gives a little backstory, just the beginning here of ClickFunnels. So I think we'll jump past the ClickFunnels.com story and talk a bit about we're just going to read through some of this stuff because I find this very interesting. And I think it'll give you some good context, or if this book is for you. So dig the well before you're thirsty. Step 1. All right, let's just read through some of this stuff. All right, now you have your Dream 100. Again, that's this past section. I didn't want to give away all the awesomeness that's in that. So you'll have to pick that up. But basically the concept there is identify who you want to sell to before you start building out your traffic approaches. It might be some 101 stuff, but you'd be surprised how many people skip that step, myself included sometimes. All right, you have your Dream 100, and they have your dream customers. The next question you should be asking yourself is the same question I asked myself. How do I get my message in front of their audience? So I misspoke a bit. There's another book that's literally about the Dream 100, and he's talking about identifying customers. He does talk about, in this book, it does break down how to identify your customer base. But the Dream 100 they're referring to here, I believe, is the different places where your audience lives and how you're going to bring your message to them. All right, so the first key to the Dream 100 is that you need to dig your well before you're thirsty. It's a good metaphor, right? In his networking book, Dig Your Well Before You're Thirsty, Harvey McKay explains that if you want to build a business relationship with someone that's worthwhile, you have to start before you're ready to make the deal. That's pretty sound advice. Got to do some preliminary work, right? The most common mistake that entrepreneurs make when they start their Dream 100 is to wait to start building successful relationships with those until their product is ready. Interesting. So that's a big mistake they're saying that people make. As soon as I identify someone as being part of my Dream 100, I immediately start digging my well. I personally do this in the first few days. First, I subscribe to everything that my Dream 100 are publishing. If they're on your Dream 100, they're probably publishing at least once, if not many, different platforms. I listen to their podcasts, read their blog, watch their stories on Instagram, join their email newsletters. So, again, I think I even messed up the Dream. What are they saying here? Let's make sure I've got the Dream 100 right, because I I have a different idea of what it is, and clearly I have misunderstood it. It looks like the Dream 100 are competitors or people doing similar things. All right, so here's the Dream customer. Or maybe I'm right, and he's saying go out and... Where are you at? Come on, book. Where's it at? What? Aha, here we go. The Dream 100. Yeah, so the Chet Holmes Ultimate Sales Machine, that's where the original Dream 100 comes from. The way Chet teaches to use the Dream 100 is a little different than how I use it. But understanding Chet's model will open up your ability to unlimited traffic. And we got a helicopter, but that's all right. Okay, so Chet's concept here is, yeah, it's 80-20, 90-10 kind of stuff. The goal of the Dream 100, as Chet puts it, is to take your ideal buyers from I've never heard of this company to what is this company I keep hearing about to I've heard about this company to yes, I've heard about this company, yes, I'm doing business. Obviously. It's a funnel, right? Okay. Chet Holmes. Here we go. All right. Russell's take on the Dream 100. I identified who my dream customers were that would want to read my book and where they were congregating. I made a list and wrote out everywhere that I could think of where my dream customers might be gathering. So here he's got his top 10 websites, his 15 Facebook groups, 50 influencers they followed on Facebook and Instagram, 30 podcasts, 40 newsletters, email newsletters, 20 blogs, 20 YouTube channels. Okay, so these are Russell's saying to list out different media channels that have the same target audience as you. So once you've identified them, like for my book, for instance, on copywriting, I might go out, which this is similar process I did, is I went out and found every blog, every book, every author, every YouTube channel I could on copywriting, and mapped them all out myself to see what kind of messaging they were using. Is there anything I could do to reach out to their audiences? Are there potential partnerships there? But that's what he's saying. Make a list of these different places where your audience, your target audience, your dream customer is hanging out. So that's the concept. We were close. We got there eventually, right? So let's continue here. Back where we were. So I'll listen to their podcasts, read their blog, watch their stories on Instagram, join their email newsletters, yada, yada, yada. Do your homework, he says, so that when your moment comes with your Dream 100 person, you're prepared to talk about them. That's a good point, right? Ask them questions about their life, things they post, and topics they care about. So he's saying, actually, it sounds like to reach out to folks who are, on those 100 platforms, maybe as affiliates, but also I like the idea of getting to understand what kind of content they're making so that you can craft copy and messaging that appeals to the same things. So it's kind of doing some funnel hacking, but from a messaging standpoint. All right, let's see here. Cool. So this section here, I like this. This going back again to the practical application of stuff. I love it when books give you like step-by-step things to do. So he gives a day-by-day plan here, right, for executing this section of pursuing the Dream 100, right? So he's got the 2 phases, first 30 days. I'm not going to read through all this because I don't want to give all of this away, but day 31 through 60. We'll just we'll do a quick overview of these. Started my process by following my Dream 100. So we talked about that a bit, right? So he's literally just like absorbing information. Imagine taking notes at this phase would be very important. Quickly comment on what they're publishing, sharing what I thought was special, and looking for ways I could serve them. So here again, he's building relationships with these Dream 100 people as well, which is killer idea. Like getting involved with people in your world is incredibly, like, have the same target audience as you. Phase day 15 through 30, contacting Dream 100. I like this. Opening a dialogue. So he's jabbed, right, in the jab hook or whatever, the concept by Gary Vaynerchuk, give, ask kind of thing. Yeah, so he's doing the work for us here of how to get connected with these people who can get your message out, right? So I'm not going to give away all this stuff. But see, that is his work my way in segment here. So he's saying maybe get on blogs, podcasts, YouTubes, all that good stuff to with your Dream 100 to get your message out, right? So that's earned traffic, as he put it. Now, traffic that you buy, kind of skip ahead here a little. Don't want to give all the goodies away, do we? Here's a good example. Look, so one of Russell's Dream 100 was Tony Robbins here. He said he got interviewed by Tony. I'm sure he explained all the steps to get up to that. But yeah, it says that it was seen by a total of 2.8 million fans, a total of 3.1 million views. So to put that in perspective, and I can't speak to the money he made from that interview, but I've been running ads for the book. You've either seen it probably or bought from that ad or whatever. But to give perspective, my main video ad that we've been running just broke about 3 million views. Okay, and I think we've spent for those. I mean, I can't speak to just that one ad. I can't off the top of my head, but I know it's over $250,000. As this, come back. Not even exaggerating. That's how much we spent on those kind of ads to get that many views. Now that's more targeted, and I'm going to guess my ROI from those 3 million views is much better than the organic profit from 3 million views here. But guess what? Russell didn't have to pay for this, so he's already doing better from a profitability standpoint right out the gate, right? Or mine might have beat him on revenue, but his profitability was way higher, I'm sure. Yeah, so check this out. Said he did a ton of interviews on every platform possible during the launch. Sold over 71,000 copies of Expert Secrets. So not a bad start, and that was mostly through affiliates and things like that. But that's like, you can't go wrong with affiliates promoting your products if their message connects with their audience and you guys can promote each other. So he's talking about organic traffic here mostly in this section. Now, traffic you own, this is the section I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in, more so than earn, because earn is super important. A lot of my sales come through good relationships. I say right now about 30% of my revenue is through affiliates, and I haven't really pushed that hard for affiliates, but it is actually almost it's as profitable as ads, if not more so, because even though I'm giving away 50% on ads, you might spend up to 90 to 100 to even 120% per sale as you're gearing up. So I don't mind giving away 50% on the affiliate side. All right, so check this out. Traffic you own. Well, traffic you earn and traffic you control is good. Traffic you own is better type of traffic to have. And he says better, and I'm going to assume it's because it's more controllable. You can really measure it very precisely, and you're not reliant on other people. All right, so we're going to kind of just skip through here and find some of the tactical stuff. Yeah, so he's making an argument here too for the email list and the marketing list to build out. Incredibly important. He's given some statistics here on, 10,000 people on the list. If I have 100,000 emails, a million. He's really selling the concept of emails as well as running ads here. So a bit of storytelling here. That's all right. Yeah, the only real secret to business, list building. No doubt about it. So he brings out, as the time he's writing this, he has a list of 1.6 million entrepreneurs. Russell, you should email my book. Definitely. well, let's see. Yeah, he's got tens of millions of people on his pixels. Blah, blah. He's got a good audience there. Again, I'm going to touch on a point that they mentioned on the back of the book. Getting your product in order, like ready to sell, is important. But if you haven't done the diligence to understand the audience, you're going to spend I want to touch on the mindset just a sec, because it's very tempting to go and focus heavily or only on product development instead of considering the audience, because for most it's the more enjoyable part. So a lot of this, like connection building and audience building and ads and funnel development and stuff, not as fun as product development because it's a lot more challenging. A lot of people have a lot less experience with it. I learned kind of the hard way through a couple bad product launches of my own that shifting to focusing on making sure I've got my target audience figured out, making sure I understand their language. I mean, this is all stuff I talk about in my book too, but shifting to that first also helped make my product better because I was much more empathetic with the needs of my readers that I was putting the book together for, but also my courses and stuff. I got to understand better what their needs were. So let me check real quick, make sure we're still recording here. Looks like we are good there, still recording. I like that. I'm going to assume the cameras are still going. This is still going. We're at about 30 minutes. Good time for a call to action. Pick up your copy of Traffic Secrets today. Sean.co/traffic secrets. Forward your receipt to traffic@sean.co for a cool bonus that I'm working on for this. All right, so let's see what we got here. Talks about some different funnels he's using, as he should, with ClickFunnels. I love their little diagrams. I mean, you can't go wrong with just nice, easy, clean to understand deal, right? So understanding the value of your list. I like this section. It can be set on the low end. You should earn an average $1 per month per name on your list. When I got started, that was true. When I had 500 people on the list, I'd make about $500 a month. That's debatable. I've seen much higher. I've seen much lower. Just depends on your relationship, right? But as I've gotten better building a relationship with my list, these numbers have gone up dramatically. There you go. Worst case scenario, though, should follow these metrics. So he says if you want to make 100 grand a year, you should focus on getting 10,000 people on your list. I like that concept. Pretty simple, straightforward. You know, the math's pretty straightforward. Yeah, he's selling the idea of getting that list going, which it's so funny. I'll dig this up real quick. My audio was stay connected. Probably the best title of any book of all time. It's written in, I think, 1918. Let's make sure the GoPro stays. Hey. Effective direct advertising. The principles and practices of producing direct advertising for distribution by mail or otherwise. The worst/best title of all time. So let's see, what year was this book? Here we go. Well, definitely like, oh, here we go. 1922. Love it. But what's funny in this book is like, is early 100 years ago when this book was written. I just love some of the arguments that have been universal for the last 100 years. There's AIDA in the graphics. I hope this shows up all right. But we've got, okay, it's talking about the three principles of good copy in 1920s. I wonder if that translates well. I think it's okay. But he brings out an interesting line in here, if I can find it. Basically, he's talking about, yeah, here we go, page 116. The list is the most valuable part of mail order house asset. Mail order house, just business that markets via mail, or in our day, email, right? Or Messenger or Instagram, whatever. It says it's the only asset aside from inventory which could be replaced overnight at any time. Wait, it's the only asset. Where am I trying? Okay, here we go. I love this. In order to protect the list in every way, even during daytime work hours, special steel trucks have been built to contain the drawers which hold the combination stencils and record cards. So before ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign, all those email systems, people use steel trucks to protect their mailing list. Where'd my drink go? There it is. There's no vodka in here, I promise. Not yet. So yeah, that principle has been around for a while. It is very true. It is much more expensive to get new customers than it is to sell to existing. So it's talking about, again, building your list. Every single product out there touches on that about marketing, but it is incredibly important. But I think what's more telling in here is how he brought up the very important aspect of building the connection with the list. So he said the dollar per email is kind of the default, right? But as you build your connection with your list, that dollar figure can go way up. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about paid ads. Go ahead, do yourself a favor, pick this bad boy up. Sean.co/traffic. It's pretty dope. All right, excuse me. So in this section, he's talking all about buying your way in with ads and whatnot. The last was more earning your way with group and getting your messaging together for like interviews and to your Dream 100. All right, then the advertising budget side here, or the paid ads, is where the real fun happens. And I'll just give you from my example with my book. I started with organic, started a Facebook group, built that out with people who were interested in the message. I already had my list. It was pretty small at the time, but started the ball rolling with that. And that gave me a lot of good feedback, a lot of numbers to look at for the conversions before I started running ads. Even if you don't have a list yet, it's important to start building your messaging out in a way that you can start testing even small bits of traffic. And I don't mean necessarily split testing, I mean testing like if 100 people go there and no one buys and you were pretty targeted, means something's disconnecting, right? Maybe 1,000 is a better number to split that against, but if it's under 1% conversion, you need to reevaluate what you're doing. He goes in here in this section about the upsells, downsells, cross sells, how to do all that. Because if your front end is like $7 and that's all you have, you're going to have a heck of a time getting profitable with your advertising. But if you have some upsells, downsells, all that, says your, you know, his $7 reports might end up making $123 per, you know, per customer on average, something like that, right? So yeah, 223, subtract the $100 ad costs, average of 123 profit. Pretty solid, right? So I like that he's teaching this, you know, because that's incredibly important. Even if you already have a higher ticket product, it's not a bad idea to consider making a entry level, high quality, more consumer based product. That's what these books are, right? So for Russell, these books are great tools for building his business and connecting and building his brand, but also these lead into his other products. Get involved in his world. You teach, you transform, you transact, right? So for anybody out there who's already selling a product, high ticket, not a bad idea to consider making a book, a guide, which, you know, I've been very satisfied with my ROI on my time spent on my book. But yeah, so he dives into that here. Create lots of prospecting ads to hook your dream customer. So this section here, he's giving you legit strategies as to how to look at your customer avatar, your demographics, and how to. This is so important. This algorithm part. I mean, this is just more like a tip, but when you start running Facebook ads, think of it as almost like setting loose a bloodhound. You give them a scent of what you're looking for. That's your audience. The bloodhound gets the scent, which is the Facebook ads, right? It might take them a while to find the customer, right? The perfect audience. And it's going to cost money to get to the point where they're sniffing out the right audience. So nowadays, when you're running ads, a lot of the money you'll spend is in the beginning, getting Facebook's algorithm and Instagram and YouTube to help identify with their tools people who want to buy your product. So your cost on the front end actually ends up being more than after, say, a month or two of getting that sorted out. So he's talking about that in here. I think that's super important. Talking about retargeting here, which everybody, I'm sure, if you're familiar with ads, know what the idea of retargeting is. But I like the idea here of he's doing a very broad ad to hook a large segment audience and then retargeting people back into a different funnel based on their interests. So he's not just always going directly for the sale on the front end. So he gives a little breakdown. You know, let's say you spend $2,000 on ads. From that, you get 100,000 people actually see your ad. You know, that's impressions, right? The ad performs well, and 4% of those people engage, so 4,000 people, and 2,000 of the original 100,000 click on the ad and go to your funnel. So 2,000 clicks here. Of that, 30% give their email, so 600 leads. So 10% of those leads, 60 buyers. Okay. So the math, as it breaks down here, he's talking about the other opportunity here is the close to 4,000 people who engaged with your ad but didn't become a lead or buyer. That's a big opportunity. That's building retargeting. That's huge, right? And it's also a good way to get them into other content funnels and things like that. So he's breaking it down principle-wise into 3 different audiences. He's got engaged, landed, owned, right? And what you should do in each segment of that. I don't want to give away all the goodies in here. I think I could probably get in trouble with that. But I do like how principally he's also sharing, like, it doesn't matter if it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, the principles apply to all these different platforms and whatever the next platform is going to be. And I love the language here. Engage, sell the click, landed, sell the opt-in or purchase, owned, sell the next step, right? So those are the 3, you know, we'll call them funnels, but 3 message types. And I'm still refining this myself. I've got plenty of work to do in my own funnels that could improve from those perspectives. All right, so then this section here is very tactical, which I love. Like, he's going into specific platforms in the second part of the book here. So he's talking about Instagram secrets. So he talked about the power of Instagram when it comes to connecting with influencers and their audiences specifically, so people that they are connected with. So that's the angle he's taken in here. With Facebook, obviously with advertising it's huge, but also the idea of getting involved with groups is huge, right? So he talks about in here personal profile strategies. I mean, this is all kind of, I experienced this myself too with my book launch. Started out my personal profile, small Facebook group, and started building momentum. He talks about fan pages here. I basically use my fan page just for ads, but I'm sure there's, live videos he talks about. There's much more that can be done there, man, myself included. Your group hangouts, love it. So he's given a lot of practical things you can do. This messenger, Facebook Messenger strategy, love this. I mean, he's been using that since the beginning. He's got a huge list on there. I use it on and off. Probably need to use it more than anything else, right? So yeah, he's giving a lot of very tactical things here, which at this point in the book is very useful, right? So we spent the first half basically understanding the different approaches to traffic. In the second half, he's going into the more tactical items, which I love. Yeah, it gives you a Facebook publishing plan. So I do love that these different tables in here are super tactical. So you could print these out, make a calendar, make your own little strategy session, or weekly routine to follow with this. In fact, I may end up having to do that because it's a lot easier just to start with someone else's than making it all up from your own or by yourself. Google traffic secrets. So he's going into Google. See, the nice thing about what Russell's done, he's spent, hundreds of thousands, if not multi-millions, probably in the millions now, on ads for ClickFunnels. And he's, also got his other companies, supplement businesses, like he knows paid traffic, right? So he's distilling a lot of the successes and mistakes that he's made to save us from making those mistakes. The goal, though, is to actually follow them, right? Yeah, skyscraper technique. I love all these just little techniques. In fact, I might have to go through, I think my bonus, what I might end up doing is turning some of these more into like calendar-based things. So let me know in the comments if you're, on the chat or whatever, if you like that idea, like give me a yes. If you like the idea of me going through these, like finding the different plans and stuff and turning them into like a workbook. I like the idea of that. So maybe we'll look at doing that as the bonus. Yeah, look at this. A lot of this stuff is very tactical in this second part of the book. All right, so yeah, this is killer. Publishing plans. Yes, that's sexy. All right, so the last section of this book is again diving more into optimization, which is kind of the phase I'm in now with my product and funnels, where it's all about flushing, refining the messaging. I like this, conversation domination. I think I said conversion domination earlier, but conversation domination. I think this is keeping, all about keeping yourself in the forefront of your target audience. Yeah, so it's doing what Russell's done with his kind of, I think now it's a quadra, so a square, right? It's not a triangle of trust, but a square. He's got his podcast, his blog, Instagram, and YouTube here. Yours might look a little different, right? And that's, he goes, so he's got his strategy here, the 7-hour-a-week deal, preparation, go live, publish, right? Love it. So growth hacking, this is about scaling more, I think. Look at this. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the section 3 overview. Okay, so the last section of the book is all growth hacking. He talks in here about, it doesn't really matter what platform you use. Obviously, ClickFunnels is super newbie friendly and user friendly. But whatever platform you're on, you're going to be building out similar type of things, right? The funnel hub. Yeah, this is Mike and AJ showed me some stats. Oh, different Mike and AJ. Mike Schmidt and AJ Rivera. Yeah, I'm not sure what this funnel hub is, but I'm assuming it's like ClickFunnels, right? No, maybe. Oh, okay. It's the idea of branding your own terms, right? So, oh, this GoPro footage is going to be hilarious by the end of it. So this is, if I were to say there's one principal takeaway for more like the advanced marketers that are watching this, this is huge, right? So he's saying he's got many people try to rank for their dream keywords, but typically they forget about their own branded names. So this is where you're coming up with your own terminology for common terms in your industry. So a branded term example is Russell Brunson, Expert Secrets, ClickFunnels.com, blah, 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 right? Non-branded terms, digital marketing, sales funnel courses, funnel conversion techniques, right? So in this context here in the book, he's talking about more like optimizing for those terms as well, like your own branded terms. But I just, to touch on the point I wanted to mention is like, with my copybook, for instance, I will find, an old method from the 1920s, right? Something in here like AIDA, which is, attention, interest, desire, action, right? Something like that. Which this, look at this, mental process, initiate action, satisfy caution, create desire, arouse interest, attract attention, similar concept, right? But this was written 100 years ago. I can come up with my own terminology for it, emulate the process, give credit where credit's due. It's not like I'm claiming I made this up. I will reference, this book and this page, but I'll give it my own twist, right? I might call it the, the A's of influence or whatever, right? And then based on my own experience, I'll elaborate on that. So for your own products and services and offers, doing something similar where you are taking a process in your industry, rebranding it, like ClickFunnels is a branded term for sales funnel builder, right? You could have called it sales funnel builder, but that's what it is, that's what it does, not what it is, okay? So I love that concept. It's getting people more involved in your world, building your brand. This funnel hub concept, I think, is more about like the centralized website that people go to learn about you. So for me, my funnel hub is increase.academy. That's my core like information brand. It has my blog, has links to all my products, talks about me, right? So yeah, he's talking about, that's what the hub idea concept here is, right? I use WordPress for that. He actually says he uses WordPress for that as well. Though I imagine a lot of it's clicked on ClickFunnels as well. But yeah, he says, we build ours in WordPress, which in addition to being the most popular content management platform is also free. So that's killer, right? So that's kind of the centralized world for your stuff. That I have the same thing. My ClickFunnels account is a subdomain of Increase Academy. Everything kind of leads back to there, right? Same with my membership platform, subdomain of Increase Academy. So the last section here is all about, affiliate marketing and other distribution channels, email solo ads, it's touching on that in here, Facebook Messenger, desktop push, just all kinds of cool concepts. Yeah, it's talking about here too with affiliate stuff, how to integrate with other people's offers. I mean, there's all kinds of cool approaches. If you're looking for traffic ideas, I mean, this has it all in here. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to, recommend you pick up this book. If you don't want to get it from me as an affiliate, totally understand. I don't know their main domain name yet. It's probably trafficsecrets.com. So no rough feelings if you want to just go pick it up yourself. My link, which will get you that bonus that I mentioned, sean.co/traffic. will bring you to the page where it breaks down everything that's in the book so you can see it. I want to thank Russell for sending me this copy to check out. I'm sure there'll be some final revisions before it goes live. So, consider this a preliminary. But so far, I'm loving it. I love that it's green. It matches my watch. But yeah, definitely check it out. Let me know in the comments if this kind of video is useful for you guys. I could do this with more books. We could sit down and we could do some reading together, learn some stuff. I like doing this kind of stuff. It's a beautiful day for it. And with the old virus taking over the world, it's about the best option besides since we can't really all get together. But again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If this is YouTube, like, subscribe, all that jazz. But otherwise, guys, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk to you soon. Now I just got to go turn everything off manually. This is what happens when you can't have your video guy out. So we're going to turn this off in a little different way. We're going to start not with the GoPro, or the main camera, or the GoPro, whatever. We're going to walk. We're going to walk and talk while we go over to the old office. By the way, this is how I have the sound set up. It's pretty dope. 53 minutes. So this is all remote recording, broadcasting, all that stuff. Then I've got my main camera in the safety of the office here. So it doesn't fall in the pool or anything like that. Oh, I think I hit a button. All right, guys. That ought to do it. Back to work.
As an entrepreneur, small business owner, there have been times in our life that we've heard and we believe the concept that if we build it, they will come, right? And so because of that, we start our own businesses. We go to school, we get a degree, we create a course, maybe we write a book, we source the product, we start our own service, whatever your thing is, hoping that if we create the best product or the best service, that people will come knocking on our door. And then we wait. We wait for our future dream customer to come and find us. Unfortunately, it never seems like they just come and find you, do they? Now, my question for you is that your story? Is that why you're here today? You've created something amazing, something you're passionate about, something you believe in, and you can't figure out how in the world do I get my dream customers to actually come to me? Or maybe you're a little bit further down the line, and you've got some ads running on Facebook or Google, but you have fear, knowing that the next Google slap could happen at any time. Or maybe your ads account's gonna get shut down, and you're up at night thinking and wondering, is my business actually built on a solid foundation? Hey, my name is Russell Brunson, and I'm the author of this brand new book called Traffic Secrets. It's the underground playbook for filling your websites and your funnels with your dream customers. Now, I don't think there's anybody on this planet who's more obsessed with traffic than I am. Now, just 5 short years ago, I launched a brand new company called ClickFunnels, and as the non-technical co-founder who's got no ability to code, I wasn't able to help with the software, but I knew what my role was. When the cart opened on launch day, my job was to make sure that we had a pipeline of people who were lined up, ready and willing to sign up for the free trial. And then after that, every single day I needed to make sure we had people coming to our funnels and signing up for ClickFunnels. Now, because I needed so many customers, I couldn't just rely on just Facebook or just Google. I had to do things differently. That was 5 years ago, and during that time we almost lost ClickFunnels. We had a great product, but it was very hard to get people to know that we even existed. We literally tested everything. If someone said that this would get us more traffic, then we tested it on our own dime. But most of the things we tried didn't actually work. But a few of the things, the real secrets that did work, started to compound on each other. Each new secret would help us to tap into a new stream of our dream customers. What seemed impossible before, getting a consistent flow of our dream customers into our funnels, was now a reality. Because of the traffic secrets we set up inside of our company, we now get over 1.7 million visitors per month to ClickFunnels.com. And while that's a lot of traffic, that's just one of the many websites and funnels that we drive traffic to every single day. Let me show you some screenshots of some of the other funnels we drive traffic to. This one right here is the .com Secrets book funnel that gets over 5,000 visitors per day. Expert Secrets is another one of my front-end funnels, which over the last 12 months has averaged over 29,000 new visitors every single week. For me, this equals hundreds and hundreds of book sales every single day, day in and day out like clockwork. We literally get so much traffic at this point that I couldn't turn it off even if I wanted to. Now you have to understand that I don't just use these traffic secrets to get traffic to ClickFunnels and my book funnels. I use these secrets to get traffic to all of my funnels, including my webinar funnels, my high ticket funnels, funnels that sell physical products, funnels that sell services. Every single funnel that we ever have created, we use the exact same traffic secrets to fill these funnels with our dream customers. Here's another example of just one of my webinar funnels that over the last 12 months has averaged over 96,000 visitors every single month like clockwork. And I want you to understand that's still just a small handful of the websites and funnels that we drive traffic to every single day. Now I want to ask you a question. What do you think would happen to your business if you had that many targeted visitors coming into your websites and your funnels every single month? I want you to understand this is not just working for me. We've taught these traffic secrets to literally thousands of other businesses in every market that you can dream of. If you're selling anything online or you're trying to generate leads, these traffic secrets will help you get more eyeballs on the things that you're trying to sell. If you're an author, a speaker, a coach, or a consultant, these traffic secrets will work for you. If you're selling physical products, these traffic secrets will work for you as well. If you're a local business or you're selling services, these traffic secrets will work for you. And if you run an agency, these traffic secrets are especially for you. And now, I want to help turn the faucet of traffic for you to fill your websites and your funnels with your dream customers as well. I want you to have a copy of this new book, and here's why I'm doing it. There are too many businesses that are struggling because their future customers can't find them. This book will help you to find your dream customers so that you can change their lives with the products and the services that you sell. And that's why I want you to have a free copy of this book. Now, if you go to Amazon.com right now, you can get a hardcover copy for $24.95, but right now, I actually want to send you one for free. All you have to do is click on the button down below and let me know your shipping address here on this page, and then I'll rush you a free copy directly to your doorstep. Now, I've already paid for the printing of these books. All I'm asking you to do is cover the shipping and handling to get it to you. Now, inside this book, there are over 20 different secrets on different ways to get traffic into your websites and your funnels. Now, obviously, I can't go and share every one with you, but I want to go inside the book really quick and share a few of the secrets you're going to discover here inside this book for free. All right, so I'm going to start right now with secret number 2. Now, in this secret, you're going to find out exactly where your dream customers are hiding online, and that way you can find them, and then you can pull them into your websites or into your funnels. If you can't find them, it's hard to get them, but as soon as you know where they're at and you can identify that, getting traffic becomes really, really easy. If I flip over to secret number 6, I'm going to show you guys what I call the invisible second funnel that almost nobody knows about. But what's interesting is only 19% of your potential sales actually happen the first time a customer goes through your funnel. The other 81% of your potential sales are determined by this, and nobody's even talking about it, which is kind of crazy to me. If I go over here to secret number 17, I know most of you guys have seen the show Shark Tank, and when you read this secret, you will understand the real secret behind the Shark Tank, why they do what they do. A lot of people think they have the Midas touch, but what they know that you don't know is what's inside of secret number 17. When you understand this, it becomes really easy to grow and scale almost any business. All right, now secret number 18, you're going to learn how to build an army of affiliates who will actually sell your product for you. Can you imagine having dozens or hundreds of other people selling your products for you and you only pay them after they make the sale? You're going to learn exactly how to do that here inside of secret number 18. Now, this book, like I said, has over 20 different secrets about how to get more traffic to your websites and your funnels, and I want to give you a copy of this book for free. All you got to do right now is send me your address. There should be a button down below. Click on that button. Let me know where to ship this copy to you, and we'll send you out a brand new copy of the hardcover version for free. Now, on top of that, I have a few other ethical bribes because I want to make sure you get this book. And so because of that, I'm going to give you a few other things to help amplify your experience with the book and hopefully be able to push you over the edge. So the first bribe or bonus I want to give you is what I call the Traffic Secrets Foundation. Now, once a year, I do a big event called Funnel Hacking Live. Last year, we had over 5,000 people there. I did a whole presentation helping people understand the foundations of traffic and how they fit inside this book. So I'm going to give you guys that presentation for free, and that's the first bonus. The second bonus I'm going to give you, at that same event, I had one of my friends, Dean Graciosi, come and speak. And Dean is someone who spent 20 years on infomercials, selling hundreds of thousands, actually millions of copies of his book on infomercials. And over the last 2 years, he actually came online and he started selling things online through social media, through Facebook, through Instagram. And what was interesting is that Dean at the time was actually selling 4 times more books than I was selling my own. I was like, how are you selling so much more? I couldn't understand it. I actually flew to Arizona and we spent some time together and I figured it out. It was like such a small and simple tweak, little hack, whatever you want to call it. And we came back and started implementing it and our sales increased. And I asked him, I said, can you come to Funnel Hacking Live and make that presentation? Because that 4x started traffic by understanding one little piece. And he said, yes. And so I'm going to give you guys the video presentation that Dean did, teaching that one little hack that'll change everything for you. The bonus number 3 is another presentation from Funnel Hacking Live. This is from someone who you may have heard of. You've probably seen him online. His name is Prince EA. And Prince EA has got over 3 billion views of his videos online. And he did a whole presentation showing showing how he makes a video go viral. And I was thinking it was gonna be super complex and technical, but he walked us through the steps. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so powerful. Anybody could do it. And so I want to give you that as well, because this is another way to get tons of free traffic when you understand the process that Prince EA goes through on every one of the videos that he rolls out. Bonus number 4, I'm going to give you guys the ultimate traffic hack. Okay, you're going to learn about inside of Traffic Secrets different ways to create content and post it on different social networks and things like that. And the one thing a lot of people struggle with is like, this is going to be so overwhelming. I'm going to be spending my entire life on my phone making videos. And Paying June, who's one of my Inner Circle members, he came to Funnel Hacking Live and he did a presentation that blew everyone's minds. We talked about how he spends a weekend, and in a weekend he creates enough video. He has a structured outline, he creates the videos, and he uses that to cover everything in social media. His Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, everything from 2 days worth of work. And so if you want to learn how to take 2 days worth of work, batch all your videos, all your content, and then use that for the next 6 months, that video presentation is going to walk you through exactly how he does it, the systems, the processes. It'll blow your mind. It's one of my favorite bonuses. And then the last bonus, you have a chance to go through this book. One of the things people always say is like, this is amazing. Where do I start? What do I do first? What do I do second? And so the last bonus here, I'm going to give you guys the 30-day Traffic Secrets Challenge, which basically after you finish the book, you start the challenge and it'll say day 1, do this. Day 2, do this. Day 3, do this. And by the end of 30 days, most of the things you've learned inside this book will be implemented into your business, and you'll be getting traffic into your websites and into your funnels. Like I mentioned before, this book is free. All I ask for you to do is help me cover the shipping costs. It's $9.95 in the United States or $19.95 international anywhere in the world. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I want you to understand that there is no catch. There's no hidden continuity program or membership program. It's just a one-time payment of shipping and handling to ship this thing out to you. The reason why I'm doing this is my way to say thank you to you. Thank you for clicking on my ads. Thank you for being on my email newsletter. Thank you for following me on social. These are the secrets I've learned over the last 15 years, and I want to give them to you so you can get traffic to your websites and your funnels. But if you want this, you have to act now. You have to understand, we don't go and print 1 million copies of these and have them sitting in a warehouse. It would be so expensive. So instead, we printed a limited run, usually between 1,000 and 2,000 at a time, and we sell them like this through special promotions, and when they're gone, they're gone. So if this page is live, it means there's some right now, but you have to act now before they're gone. So there's a button down below. Click on that button. Let me know exactly your address that you want me to ship this to, and we'll ship you out one ASAP. I also want to do one last thing just to help push you over the edge. I want you to understand that there is no risk with this. I 100% guarantee that you will love this book, and if you don't, for whatever reason, I'll even refund your shipping costs and let you keep the book anyway. That's right, you don't even have to send me anything back. All you gotta do is email us and let us know that you want your money back, and we'll give it to you, no questions asked, guarantees. Does that sound fair? Cool, then all you gotta do right now is click on the link down below, let me know the address you want me to ship your copy to you, and again, we'll ship you out a hardbound copy of our brand new Traffic Secrets book today. Click on the link down below, and I cannot wait for you to get your hands on these traffic secrets.